Tommy V in Michigan. He was on fire this morning.
Okay, thank you, Tommy V in Michigan. Yes, sir. If you share my prayers.
Tommy V's on. Yeah, we'll jump over there.
Tommy V doing great stuff over there.
Court calls case People versus Amari McGee.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. McGee. Ms. McGee, can you unmute, say your name for the record?
Hello, Your Honor. I'm Amari McGee.
Got it. Okay. All right, what are we doing?
We are requesting adjournment so Ms. McGee can still weigh her options. Your Honor, I do believe there was an additional report in this test.
What's that? I don't have one.
I received it on Monday.
What's the date of it? Is it April 15th or is it?
April 29th. It shows that there were missed tests. There was a missed test on April 17th, April 21st, April 26th, April 27th, and April 28th.
No makeup or?
It just says did not test as scheduled. They were for the test for those, that was for the 26th, 27th, 28th. For the 17th, it said did not test as scheduled between 6 and 9 a.m. Tested at 10:13 a.m. and test was negative. For April 21st, it says did not test between 6 and 9 a.m. She tested at 10:42 and the test was negative.
Got it. Any reason, ma'am, you're missing the testing times?
Yes, Your Honor, I want to address that. I am getting adjusted to the times. I have a small business and my sleeping schedule is a little bit off, and I'm correcting that. If you have faith in me, I will get that corrected. With my sleeping times, I fulfilling these orders and I'm up and then, then I fall asleep and miss my time. And I apologize sincerely, not making excuses for missing those tests. It's just me getting better.
Here's what I'm going to do. There'll be no more missed tests. If you have any more missed tests, I'm switching you over to the scram unit and then I don't have to worry about it.
Okay. I think, I don't know if what she's, hold on, let me see something. Did she say April 29th?
For what?
A miss test or something, or a late test?
Vicky, I'll get a copy and I'll go over it with you, okay?
Okay. I just wanted to clarify, when was that last date?
The test, she'll get it to you and you'll be able to go through it in great detail, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. What day were we kicking this to?
Let's do the 15th. That's okay.
I'll adjourn this May 15th, 2024, 9 a.m.
All right. You have a good day.
You do the same. Court
2 weeks later.
Court does call the case. People versus Amari McGee.
Allison on behalf of people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. McGee. Name the record, ma'am. Amari McGee.
All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the pretrial, we would respectfully request an adjournment to further plea negotiations. And I understand there is a bond violation. If and when Your Honor would like me to address that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to speak to Ms. McGee in detail about these matters. She did come to court knowing that there was this warrant and that in all likelihood she would be taken into custody today. We did meet then again this morning when she came into custody prior to the 9 a.m. block. I advised her that she would likely be taken into custody yet again, and she stayed. She told me one of her quotes was that she wanted to take accountability for her actions and face the consequences, and she wants to see this court case through. She admitted to me that this has been a struggle being on bond, and she did tell me that she has engaged recently with a therapist at the new Oakland Family Center. That has been quite helpful, and that has been helpful in her what she refers to as the journey. She also told me that she has the support of her mother, who has also been helping her and encouraging her to engage with this therapist and to also remain compliant on bond. Ms. McGee represented to me that she takes this court case itself very seriously. She's been in good contact with both me and another attorney in our office. She stated to me that she wanted to come in person today, of course, to face her warrant, but also to show the court that she takes this matter seriously. And that in her words, she's turning her life around in her commitment to both the court, to her sobriety. And she did recently get a new job in healthcare and is anxious to be able to start that on Friday to care for her 2 kids. She is a single mother to 2 children, ages 4 and 8. She lives in Westland. She brought support. She has a friend here in the gallery with their support. Miss McGee did also mention to me she does have a medical condition to which she does wear a gastric sleeve. All that to say, Miss McGee does acknowledge that there have been some problems while on bond. She wanted to come here today to apologize to the court, but also to ask the court to consider a second chance. She is asking for the court to consider today placing her on a scram tether to show the court that she can comply with bond and that she is not a flight risk. She wants to continue showing up to court to face this case. She takes this matter extremely seriously, and we are asking the court to give her another chance to stay out on bond with a scram tether.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Barroso on behalf of the people. We were here on May 1st, and on that date, we discussed missed tests. On May 1st, she missed another test. On May 2nd, she was late for another test. On the 2nd, after the late test, she then had a positive test at 12:01 a.m. on the 3rd. She did not continue to test. And then she missed the next test the next morning in that test window, only to test late and have that be negative. But we continue this on after we just had this discussion on the 1st. At this point, I don't think that this is a second chance. I think this is a pattern of non-compliance, and I am concerned.
Should also be noted that she had that positive test on the 3rd. She then also had a positive test on the 4th in the morning.
Additionally, Your Honor, there is a note which I have not seen before of this kind, but on the 11th at 11:41, someone other than the defendant tested in the sober lane.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. That she then tested on the 4th, she blew numbers. On the 4th, then, well, on the 5th, which is probably a continuation of that 4th, she's also blowing numbers. And then I told you on the 1st, I mean, all of this has happened. We're now just halfway through May. From the time that I told you that I didn't want to see any other missed test. And before that, it wasn't like we had any positives, but we didn't know. And then all of a sudden we end up with this positive testing. Then is indicated on the 8th, an interesting thing kind of happens because on the 8th, you blow numbers again, right? And then on the 8th, the person testing couldn't be identified.
Yes. I
And then on the 11th, it was very clear that someone other than you tested on the Silver Lake.
now do admit that, and because I have issues and I was going through issues, but I she said I am committed and I want to put on a scrum tether to be held more accountable, and I have support and I'm changing my life around. I will no longer consume any type of alcohol at all. I have a position that I've been waiting for. I was depressed for a while because I didn't have employment. I had no money coming in, and I just got this opportunity, and they have given me the job, and I'm supposed to be going on Friday, and that's the most important thing, and that's given me a lot of hope and to get on the right path for my children and for God. And I promise you, I would not test positive for anything. Have a therapist, and I have my mom that I talk to, and she pray with me and help me. I'm not going to do it again. I promise. And I know that the tether will help me be way more accountable. And it'll show right away. And I will not take that lightly if you give me that opportunity. I won't take it lightly at all. I promise. God is my witness. I will not take it lightly.
Ma'am, you told me the same thing when I told you no more missed tests. And here's my problem. You know, your counsel's asking for a second chance. The problem is when I let you go the first time after the missed test, that was the second chance. But that was on May 1st. You didn't make it 24 hours from the time that you came out of this court where you're now consuming alcohol.
And
And then you continue to do it. And for that period in time, from basically the 2nd through the 8th, those 6 days, and then at some point on the 8th, you continue to consume and then started playing with the machine by trying to have somebody else test.
it's not there.
And so here's the problem. I don't mind dealing with people who have substance abuse issues, trying to get those addressed. Your deception can't be excused.
And I apologize.
So I'll adjourn this to June 5th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Defendant having admitted to these violations, defendant's bond is revoked, defendant remanded.